everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rob Built. Guys, I'm so excited for this video. If you can see behind me, my living room is a little bare and a little bit of a mess. It's full of kids' pillows, kids' toys, and kids' mats. And single couch right here. A little bit of backstory here. We just moved from LA and we left all of our furniture at home because we turned that into an Airbnb. So when we moved here into our new 3,300 square foot house, we were super excited. But what we didn't think about was how difficult and how much of a process it was gonna be to furnish a 3,300 square foot house. I mean, we've got some stuff. We got a 65-inch TV over here that's on a temporary media console that is smaller than 65 inches. And that's been getting us through for the last couple of months. So I'm really excited to be partnering up with Article for this video because A, they are literally my favorite furniture brand. I mean, I use them in all of my Airbnbs. I use them in my personal home. So it really is a dream come true to be teaming up with them, but a little more on them later. A couple things to keep in mind. While we do live here now, it will eventually become a short-term rental. So we are furnishing it with that in mind. The inspiration for this video came from when I announced that I was moving to California, and a lot of you asked for a home tour and more interior design videos for me, so that's what this video is all about. And before we get into the transformation, something to keep in mind is that while we live here now, eventually this house will be converted into a short-term rental. So when we're furnishing every single room and the common spaces and everything like that, we have to keep in mind those guest experiences. The living room is such a key feature in your listing photos. So for me, this is where a lot of my budget goes, from paintings to plants to furniture to rugs and everything in between. So let's have some fun today, but before we get started, let's get rid of all of this. Empty living room, blank canvas, let's get started. Okay, so first we're gonna start with the rug, the base of our living room, if you will. This rug has some green and some oranges in it, which is gonna be part of our color palette in here. We're in the Smoky Mountains and two colors come to mind for me. Green, because of all the trees and everything around, but also orange, because when the fall hits, all those trees turn orange, right? So that's what I wanted to be reminiscent in this color palette. So we're gonna be embracing that vibe through our overall color palette, which will be oranges, some greens, some light yellows, and some browns. So I think those four colors are gonna be the overall palette of this living room, but honestly, you never really know how rugs are gonna actually go with your furniture and if it's all gonna match, but we felt pretty good about this. We may have to buy another rug before this video's over though, but we'll see. See? This is how you know it's quality furniture, when it's really heavy. Oh my God. I can do this though. I know I can. Ugh. I am all that is man. Corey from Mission Side Hustle. How do you do this alone all the time? Furniture is so heavy. Okay, I'm getting a sneak peek of this. Can you see that? This is called the Texada couch by Article. I mean, look at this thing, man. This is a quality couch. And not just because it was heavy, but it's like real leather. Oh man, I wasn't recording? Well, I struggled really hard to get that box. I'll let you imagine what it looked like. This is giving me flashbacks from when I went to Home Depot and was trying to get the ladder off the shelf. Now this is the piece that I'm perhaps the most excited about. I don't know, it's a toss-up between that and the couch. It's called the timpani. Oh yeah, look at this thing. This is so sexy. Oh, guys, I cannot tell you how much I have wanted a coffee table. I haven't had a coffee table in literally years. And it's because, you know, it just kind of closed up the space. We had a small living room. And then when we had a baby, we didn't want to have a coffee table because we didn't want her to hit her head on the table. But now we've got this guy. It's a completely genuine leather ottoman. It's rounded edges. You can kick your feet up. Oh, it's gonna be a game changer in this household.
The chair?
Yeah. Be in my video. Welcome to the Rob Built channel, babe. Yeah. Oh, Ida likes it.
It's crazy how it changes the space.
Oh, I know, right?
It's like so nice.
Yeah, and that is a genuine response from my wife. She's hard to please. Over there. Figure out.
But it'd be weird to have one. What the was that?
What? This space is so different for sure.
It's crazy different.
And that's how you transform a living room. Everything is really starting to come together. I really can't express how nice it is to have furniture again. So now let's talk about what's next. The accent chairs and the couch and the ottoman and the media console, those are all the foundation of my room, right? Those are the really big, beautiful pieces of furniture that will draw people's eyes to each respective piece. But now we really want to start adding texture and layers to the room to really make all of this pop. Right now I'm kind of feeling like I want this wall to be our record player wall, so we're gonna set a table here, set up records, and see how it kind of looks with the overall vibe of the living room. So it's not centered to the center of the room, but I'm gonna add a mirror right here and offset the kind of imbalance by hanging stuff right here. TBD. If you've ever questioned how much I love Interstellar, I have it on vinyl. And now a quick word about today's sponsor, Article. I said this at the beginning, but I truly mean it, that partnering up with Article is actually a dream come true because my wife and I have been furnishing a lot of our short-term rentals over the past few years with Article. If you don't believe me, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And we intentionally use Article because they're a very high-end product. A lot of the times you'll go to a bunch of other different furniture stores and see couches that aren't nearly as cool for 2 to 3 times the price. So as much as I like to claim that I'm an up-and-coming interior designer, honestly, Article makes it very, very easy for me just because their entire catalog is chef's kiss. Is that how you use that phrase? I actually don't know. No, I think you're just supposed to do chef's kiss, but I'm starting a trend. Now, we live in the Smoky Mountains, so a lot of the design themes that you're gonna see are very bear focused or very mountain focused, and that's totally fine. That actually works perfectly for this market. But what we found is that no one was really cornering the premium, modern, mid-century modern cabin feel, which is exactly what we were going for when we picked out certain design elements for our palette, like the Texada sofa you see back here. Wow. Yes, can I help you? This is not staged. Isla, can we get a clap? Yay! Adorable. Well, hey, if you don't like the video at this point, do you even support me? So if you're interested in learning more about these products, I'm linking to every single one in my description down below. Feel free to check those out, but do not cop my style. You can use some of it, but don't make exactly this living room, okay? Design your own dope living room because Article makes it easy, okay? So thanks again, Article, for sponsoring this video. Literally never have loved the couch as much as the Texada. So yeah, now back to the video. Okay, so we got this big, empty, bright corner. I want it to be very green. I really like buying fake plants. I think we've probably spent, what would your guess be? $1,000 on fake plants for this house? $1,000. You never want to buy real plants for a short-term rental because people don't water them and then they die. But you also don't want to buy cheap fake plants because cheap fake plants look very cheap and fake. So you gotta spend the money on a quality plant. But yeah, so right now I'm thinking I wanna do like a mid-century modern chair in the back with them planty plants like right behind it. Okay, well you can't really see because it's all blurred, but let's go take a look. Oh yeah, this is looking great. I cannot wait to sit here and read a book. Well, I actually haven't read a book in over a year, but conceptually speaking, I could sit here and read a book if I really wanted to. And also, look how real these fake plants look. All right. Let's start adding more layers and textures to the room, start filling up these walls, and yeah, we're about to have a really, really, really nice living room transformation on our hands. The space is starting to look good. Now we're gonna add the pop of light from my awesome Article lamp that will go right above the chair here. It's cute! Okay, so one thing is we have these 2 big corners over here. We put the mid-century modern and the fake plants over here. But over here it's all empty too. We were just gonna leave it empty and put another plant here, but because we have a view of the mountains, I thought, what if we could work out and look out at the mountains? So we're gonna put our studio bike in here. And not that I'm gonna use it, but my wife does like all the time. So let's do it. All right, so it was looking really, am I even level? Come on, Rob. It was looking pretty good in here after I set everything up, and like the moment that I closed my eyes and opened it, it was already filled with my daughter's furniture. But we're having guests over today, and my wife is like, you have to take the tags off of the couch. I really wanted to wait until the end of the video because having the tags on stuff makes it feel all nice and new and fancy, but let's take them off. Can you see my Crocs? Very classy in this household. All right, there you go. Oh boy, I don't know where that went. Oh, we are making progress. See, I mean, this is a media console. I mean, I guess books are the original form of media, but my 1-year-old daughter thinks she owns the place. We'll just clean this up for the shot. And last but not least, this guy. This couch is so squishy, man. Literally the nicest couch we'll probably ever own. Definitely not gonna put my knife in there, but it's off. Also, a video brought to you by Article. All right. TV nice and mounted, and now I don't have to worry about my child pulling it off of the stand and breaking herself and the TV. So, exciting progress. Furniture is mostly set. Now I'm gonna start adding some greenery to the space. I've got my fake fiddly fig leaf over here. It's gotta stay up here because Isla likes to eat the fake dirt. So, Shane, You bring shame to this family. Say hi. Like I mentioned, this is a little bit off balance over here, and I want to balance it out by kind of hanging some fake plants right over here. So I bought these little guys to actually separate this out from the wall so that this kind of round planter isn't right up against it. Just a little bit of, you know, add a little bit of depth and design to actually hanging this on the wall. Okay. Well, as I predicted, I'm gonna change out this rug because I just don't really love how the colors match up with like the greens of the couch. So I chose a rug that's a lot brighter. It's got a lot of yellows, greens, and a base of white. So it's still gonna break up all the grayness of the floor, but I still don't know if it's gonna look good. I think it is though. Let me know in the comments what you think. Ta-da! Now we're gonna hang this right up there. Been waiting for this moment for so long because it's gonna, you know, it's gonna start tying in everything little by little. Because of the greenery in the actual print itself, it's gonna start matching with all the greenery in the room. I'm so excited to finally have a fully finished living room. And now for my favorite part of staging any room, throw pillows. You know, I used to really hate spending money on throw pillows. My wife used to always want to buy them. They're like $30 a piece, and I would be so frustrated because we were so broke. But I've learned that throw pillows and plants and everything really open up a space and really make a space feel better. So I really spend more than I should on throw pillows, but I think you'll see like they really do kind of liven a place up, especially when you're looking at some of the colors that we're working with here. We've got kind of this blue in here. We've got the browns and the oranges of this couch. We've got the green of this chair. We have the orange and the tans coming from the ottoman. So really, this is how we tie it all together in $500 worth of pillows. Now we got kind of a neutral throw pillow here. We got pinks, oranges, and kind of these teals here to kind of bring all of this in together here. Oh, but there's still so many more pillows. And then yellows, more yellows. More yellows to bring the yellows in from the carpet. And just a little bit more. And then we're done. And then this whole living room is like my dream living room makeover. Thanks, article, you're the best. Now this is the most beautiful ottoman happening right here. We're breaking it up with this furry little shawl. Shawl? Shaw. You say shaw, but it's spelled shawl, right? Caleb? Can't forget little staging details like a coffee table book that I'm gonna put on my side table. This one's called Cabin Porn. Probably a subreddit somewhere. If there's not, there should be. I think there's just one final thing to do, and it's to move the plant down to the ground because my daughter's not here right now and she's not gonna eat the fake dirt, so come on. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Is it time for B-roll? I think it is. I think it's time for the final product of my living room. And I guess, cut to it. And this concludes my living room transformation / how to furnish the perfect short-term rental video. Thank you so much to Article for partnering up with me on this video. This is great. I am gonna sit on my couch tonight drinking a beer, watching TV, knowing that like I'm a graduated adult. Couple things to keep in mind for your short-term rental. Don't cheap out. Truly, like I really believe in buy nice, not twice. That's something that I've learned the hard way so many times throughout my business in the last 4 or so years. Anytime that I bought like a cheap piece of furniture, I inevitably had to replace it. And it's not just the cost of replacing it, but it's also the cost of time because I have to get rid of the original piece and find someone to handle that for me. And then I have to take the time to get the new piece and put it in my short-term rentals. So buying quality furniture is an investment. To me, the seating of your short-term rental is perhaps the most important investment that you can make, right alongside of a very comfortable bed. Again, it's an investment, but it's an investment that pays off, especially when you see your hard work captured so perfectly by a great photographer. So thanks for watching today's episode of Raw Built. I guess I'll catch you next week. If I don't have a video next week, then I got kidnapped or something. But all right, see ya on the next one.